the chemistry with his top targets, really on point. They spend a lot of time in practice and after practice making sure the routes are run well, and he knows exactly where they're going to be on the field. And when they get open, he delivers.
First play and a first pass for Cousins. This one brought in by Jefferson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. From the 29, Cousins. He rifles one that's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
And part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity. Just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he'll be brought down at the 27. They were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, Atkins. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
On 4th down, Atkins. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. On 2nd down, it's Cook again. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. The numbers a week ago for Cook. 24 carries, 85 yards.
And as we discovered in talking with the coaching staff prior to the game, team that struggled against the run has only emboldened them to run the football more. I expect 40 to 50 carries in this game.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. How about this? They'll try the option, left side. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. So not his arm, but hurting him with his legs. A gain of 19 on the keeper and a 1st down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
They'll try to throw now. Cousins. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. First down, here's the run with Cook. And able to work his way down to the 16. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. How about this? They'll try the option. Left side. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they...
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Well, they were looking to pick up the first down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage partners. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November, but they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game.
He's got him in, complete. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. It's a big play there for Seattle. 42 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 18 more yards there and another first down.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
Back to throw again. The throw for Claypool is intercepted. Picked by Cameron Bynum. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could call?
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Past the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. T.J. Hockenson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Coming out of the end zone, D. Eskridge. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
It's a big play there for Seattle. 41 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Atkins going deep for Walker. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
2 seconds to go, first quarter. They'll run. It's Kenneth Walker. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it with a third down coming up. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Off play action. Atkins. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 19. 14 yards that time for number 14. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Claypool. And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Off the play fake. Atkins. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They've been talking quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They stopped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Chase Claypool, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks have got it back to within a score. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And Hill will opt for the touchback. So here are the Vikings to take over. They look. Coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll start by handing it off to Dalvin Cook. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way down to the 29. 77 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Boy, the word with Dalvin Cook is explosiveness. I'm not sure there's anybody in the league that has the acceleration that he does, and he put it to good effect there. How about this? They'll try the option. Left side. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. So that play, I mean, it was pretty well blown up from the start, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, when you're running the option like that as a quarterback, you have so many different keys and reads to make that sometimes as you're making them, you're not protecting the ball the way you should, and it gets popped free.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That's a really good job in execution. They avoided the flag downfield and avoided giving up yardage for free. Really good coverage.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Atkins going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Metcalf, 69 yards. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
On 2nd and 7, Cousins. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it.
Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. The extra point now coming from Myers. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other. And the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. He'll going to sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And now out comes Minnesota. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. On 2nd down, Cook. And some room to work. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And even 100 yards rushing now for Cook, and this is a 1st down.
And with that run, he's already at 100 yards here before halftime. So if he sees the same kind of action in the second half, he could be on his way to a career game.
How about this? They'll try the option, left side. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. To throw, Cousins. Gets this one to Hill. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
On 2nd and 10, Cousins. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 18. Cousins in step with Jefferson that time. First down, Vikings. Now Cousins choosing to back away from the line and signal for a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Cousins now to throw on first down. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On 2nd down, Cousins again. Over the middle here to Wilson. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Again, it's Cousins. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now a timeout called for by the defense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Now Cousins. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Wilson. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. To throw is Cousins. This is caught. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. Great footwork there, Charles, to dot the I, stay in bounds, get both feet in. He's probably thinking, though, man, I made a catch like that close to the end zone. I should have scored.
Yeah, there's always a regret when you're that close to the goal line. But let's go back to what you talked about before, getting his feet down. Would you say dotting the I? I can cross the T as well. That was excellent footwork to get in bounds and make a great catch.
Running for it, here's Cook, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook with career touchdown number 70. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Get a look at DK Metcalf as this offense returns to the field, making his presence felt early in this one. First half already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
30 seconds remain in this first half as they come up here 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Atkins going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A big play there just before halftime. 63 yards. On first down, Atkins. Touchdown! Chase Claypool with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Seahawks will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Now Myers for the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. And, Charles, you can't really fault him. He's over 100 yards already. He's not the reason they're losing.
And that is really unusual because ordinarily when you set the tone this way and have run it this effectively, usually your team's in control. So it's a very strange situation. And you're right, you can't fault him. He's done a great job for his team thus far.
Yes, and he's saying, feed me on the sidelines. Now will they continue to do it? Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Esker's going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. Last week, they got the victory against the San Francisco 49ers. They've got the lead in this one as well right now. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
They go play action here on first down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off play action. Atkins. Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now. But he was fortunate on that one, not to have another turnover on his ledger.
On 4th down, Atkins. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. They start the drive with Cook. Room here to run. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 122 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Cook now off the read option. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. He was waving his arms around the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of the story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what did you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion. And you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On third down, Cousins. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing. But I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that will bring up second down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Off the play fake. Atkins. And that is incomplete.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times, tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Hill going to think better of bringing this one out, and the drive will start at the 25. Dalvin Cook taking the field for the Vikings' next possession. He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
That's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more. Cook now off the read option. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. How about this? They'll try the option. Left side. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Throwing to start the drive. Atkins. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard. That's complete to Dissly, the tight end. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5, that's a whale of a game. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
And this offense on 3rd down today, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Atkins. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And Hill will opt for the touchback. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Cousins' throw pulled in by Jefferson. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Cousins now from the 50. Over the middle, complete. That's Wilson. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. To the air again, it's Cousins. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Seahawks are going to take over here up near the 40.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
Now they air it out to start the drive, and it's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Off play action. Atkins. And this one is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Atkins able to hit his target, Claypool. And this is going to... down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 15-yard line. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. A throw over the middle, taken in. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Cousins. And he is going to lose yardage here. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Cousins to the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Cousins now. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 4th down, Cousins. Got an open man finding Jefferson. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, 59 yards. And the Vikings have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Open man completes it to Claypool. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Looks like he'll throw here. That's going to be caught. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. He got 29 yards that time.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Operating from the gun, Atkins. Touchdown, Seahawks. Chase Claypool from a yard out. And the Seahawks have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. They're going to sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Minnesota now ready for their next possession. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Throwing again on 2nd down. Cousins. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Again, it's Cousins. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now Cousins. Over the middle here to Wilson. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
All right, now here we go.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Seahawks, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll have another home date next week as the LA Rams come to town. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, the turnaround hasn't materialized as they fall to 2-7. And they'll get a home date next week against the Detroit Lions.
Dollar. Hey, DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brothers. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over. Call the promoters. I just put up in this thing with my soldiers. I blew it and I'm still. Last minute I'ma need me some. Call up Khalifa. Bring them in the. You know I stay with some bad little babies. TGOD baby, know that's a gang gang. Crazy girls after the game. We going honest, we going insane. Pouring this. Dead homies got me pouring this. We get awards, but we give God the glory. I'm shooting my shot, and most times I be scoring. Do this for my city, I bring on the trophy. Feel like Freddie Mercury, we the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brothers. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
Feeling like I can't miss. Baby, it's all in the wrist. You really wanna be the boss, it's expensive. Ain't the real champ if you never defend it. Put in that work, I'ma make them remember. I just broke down hella trees, yelling timber. Stand in the line, they put me in the center. It blow their mind when they see how I'm winning. Went back and doubled up, now you in trouble. My all hustle, my diamonds are huddled up. TGOD got this off the muscle. Ask me about my life, man, I love it. Got so many rings, I need room for another one. Been through the pain, now it ain't no more struggle. My team win the game, put our face on the cover, brother. We the champions.
Here in Los Angeles, we doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brothers. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.